Spidering a distributor in eBay. To spider a distributor, step 1. Go to ebay.com. On the top right hand corner, click on Advanced. Step 2. On the left menu, under Items, select by seller. Enter the seller's user ID and click Search. Step 3. You will be in the product page of this eBay seller. Step 4. Click on Buy It Now, located either on top or by the side. Step 5. On the left, under Condition, check New. Step 6. On the left, under Item Location, check US Only. Step 7. On the left, under Show Only, check Free Shipping. You will reach product page after checking all the options earlier. Now right click on the product title and open a product in a new tab. Repeat so that you have opened 3 product pages in 3 different tabs. Next, open a new browser and go to Amazon.com. Copy the title from the eBay product page that you have just opened. To copy, highlight the title and right click on the highlighted words. Click Copy. Paste the copied title into Amazon.com search bar and hit Enter. To paste, right click in the search bar. Click Paste. Then either click the magnifying glass at the right beside the search bar or hit Enter. It is important that one product can have many different listings. You may list a product as long as there are no brand, has price difference, has ranking. A quick search from the product we've chosen. There are 3 different listings. Now we shall look at them one by one and compare which is eligible to list. Each of these are considered separate product listings. We shall assess results looking at three things. Has ranking and price difference and no brand. For the first search example, there is no brand in the title. Now there is a buy box. We look at the $52.49, but there is not enough price difference for us to compare. And when we look at the more buying choices, the lowest price with no buy box looks like 48.50 cents. There is not enough price difference also. And lastly, we look at the bottom. There is a ranking of 315,000 in toys and games category. For this listing, as there is no price difference, we will not list. For the second example, we look at the title. There is a brand of Giantex. At the price, there is also no price difference like the first example. And there is ranking of 309,000 in kitchen and dining category. So for this listing, we are not able to list because there is no price difference like the first example, and also there is a brand for this listing, so we shall not list this. Now at example 3, when we look at the title, there is no brand. And when we look at the price of $63.99 at the buy box price, there is a price difference. And if we look at more buying options of $36.99, when there is no buy box, there is still a price difference. There is also ranking of 560,000 in kitchen and dining. So for example 3, it has clearly met all the three criteria of ranking, price difference, and no brand. Therefore, we are able to list this listing. So how shall we record? We shall record it down in an Excel file. A good example is in this Excel, where we categorize it and put it under a tab called Listing tab. There we indicate the date that we found the listing, the supplier, which is from eBay, and the product code. We shall copy the product code into the Excel file. Like we mentioned earlier, the product code can be found on the URL of the product or at the product page when you scroll down at the product description. Also take note, the URL, we shall also copy it into the Excel spreadsheet. We can also indicate the price of the product that we source, which is 39.99. And let's just put example that we have 10 stock available from this supplier. Next, we shall copy the description of the Amazon title in the Excel list as well, which is new 24 bottle wood wine rack holder. And under listing, we list in Amazon, so we shall input that in the Excel as well. And lastly, we shall copy the ASIN number, which we have mentioned earlier, which could be found in the URL of the product page, and it usually starts with the capital letter B. So we shall input that into the Excel as well for record purpose. Next is to repeat the whole research process again from step 6 to step 17 to source for another product. Now, a professional tip: we do not ask the universe why the product criteria is so close yet so far. We do not try very hard to persuade ourselves that you can make it fit your criteria. Now, sometimes ROI is very high, but item is branded. Do not think that you can beat Amazon's branding police. You're gonna lose your account. Lastly, do not think about what a pity that is. If it doesn't fit, just move on. Next, we're going to touch on how much is profitable for a product. For the purpose of calculating the ROI, return of investment, we are using some symbols here. BP, the unit price that we buy from eBay, which stands for buying price. BT, we are assuming a 10% sales tax, which is the highest possible on our purchase from eBay. BT stands for buyer tax. SP, the selling price that we set in Amazon, which stands for selling price. SF, 15% of the selling price will be the selling fee that is chargeable by Amazon for every unit sold. SF stands for seller fee. Let's take an example. We buy a product of buying price of $10 in eBay. Now eBay charges a sales tax of 10% of $10, which works out to be $1. Now the total buying price of the product with tax is $11. Amazon sells this item at a selling price of $22. Amazon charges a selling fee of 15%, which works out to be $3.30. Now the profit for this calculation will be the selling price of $22 subtract $3.30 of selling fee subtract $10 of buying price subtract $1 of buying tax. It work out to be $7.70 for this sale. Now the ROI of this product will work out to be in short $7.70. We divided it over $11, which is 70%. Now this is a summary of what we have gone through. We go to ebay.com. Step 2, log in to your eBay buyer account. Step 3, click on Advanced, find a member. Step 4, view item for sale located at the right hand side. Step 5, click on New, buy it now, US only, and free shipping located on the left hand side. Step 6, click on 3 items and right click, open as new tab. Step 7, click on one tab, copy the title and paste over to Amazon to check if we can list or sell this item. Step 8, click listing on Amazon. If there is a ranking and any price difference, and can you achieve our target of 20% ROI. And lastly, step 9, repeat the steps again.